Okay, well, thanks everybody for sitting here with me for the next 20 minutes. I'm going to do a little bit of my self-introduction first. I'm Jasmine Sun. I'm a project manager at SmithStreet. I've been with SmithStreet for 5 years, and I handle pretty much a lot of the retail, apparel, e-commerce related projects at SmithStreet. So this presentation is mostly based on our project experience around e-commerce in China, especially from the fashion and retail industries. I will go through this presentation, which will give you an idea of what the consumers may think, and then give some of our perspectives on how you can improve your e-commerce in China based on your understanding of Chinese consumers. So I would like to start with a story. We worked for a client last year. This client was not in China yet. However, they found that their sales from China increased 10 times within a very short period. And they wonder why did that happen? Because they didn't have any real offline stores in China. And we did some research for that, and we found what happened is that there were twin sisters from Chongqing. They had a fashion blog online, and they put on this brand clothing and uploaded the pictures of them wearing this clothes online. And the thing is, they have more than 300,000 fans who will browse their fashion blogs every day. And all these fans likes apparel, likes fashion. And these girls are really pretty girls. They take very nice pictures of themselves. So they're pretty much like fashion KOL in China. And because of them, the sales just boomed within 3 months. The Taobao list of this brand increased 400%, sorry, of their previous listing numbers. And following this story is that this brand actually found their sales growth through their overseas shipping to China. Overseas shipping to China is really a very easy way to brands that are outside of China to provide Chinese consumers an easy access to the brand. There is two things that the brands need to be aware of is that they really need to set a very good expectation on the delivery time and return and exchange. And they also need to do a good job on helping the consumers to avoid the costume hassles. So even though the Chinese consumers know they may be facing these two problems, a lot of Chinese are still willing to make extra efforts to get stuff from outside of China because that provides them with better value. That better value in this case is the unique that they're wearing something that's not available in China. No matter you're a Western brand or you're doing local business in China, there's one thing you should know is that Chinese do use the website differently from the Westerners. So in the Western, people are used to move on their process and stay on one page. Well, it's very difficult for Chinese consumers to go back on one page. It's not like Westerners. They move away from this page, and when they want to go back, they forgot how to find that page. And that problem will be solved if you have a new tab for that. And third reason is quite important. I'm going to show you a case. You see that's the case. You need to wait a long time, especially when your survey is outside of China. You may be facing a lot of tabs or connecting. It's like endless. So bad connection is also one of the reasons why that mobile is not yet a popular tool for you to place orders online. However, mobile is becoming more and more important in the process as a whole shopping process. So for example, consumers may go physical store and try the dress on, take a picture of themselves, send it to the friend, say, hey, how do you think of this dress? And the friend will send it back, say, oh, it looks great or not. Or then you maybe, I'll think about it. And later on, maybe a couple of hours ago, you go home and I still want that dress, and you can buy it online. Or if you're on your way home, you're on your way to work, you're bored on the subway, and you start to browse on all these clothes online, and you look at something, it's interesting, and you save it, and you check out the details later on your PC and buy it online. So it's all part of the process. However, there's one fact that you should not ignore is that in most cases, Chinese consumers are still willing to buy in physical stores rather than online. So what drives consumers away from e-commerce? Okay, who has a sexy boyfriend here? Luis? Okay, let's take Luis for example. So the other day, you see this very sexy shirt on Tmall or Taobao, and you figure out, well, my boyfriend's going to look great on that. I'm going to buy him this. And you consulted with the store assistant, you check out the size and tell him what size and material colors you need, and this got delivered. And your boyfriend showed up, this Prince Charming coming. Do you still love him? No? No? Wow, so realistic. So what happened? One reason why may be because the store gave you an untrue description. The clothes is not as good as it said. So that would decrease your confidence in that specific store. The other reason why may be because you made a wrong estimation of your boyfriend's size and how it could fit. So that would decrease your overall online shopping experience. So sometimes the store will provide after sales, but you will still need to pay for the delivery fee back, and it's still so troublesome. And this can happen to any one of us. It happened to my boss. I don't want to comment on that, Taego. So far we have discussed a lot of the factors that will make Chinese consumers buy or not buy online. It could be it's cheaper online, I have more choices online, I don't want to go out when it's in Beijing, PM 2.5, 700 outside, I can't even see people 1 meter away from me, but I can still do shopping. I can do shopping 2 a.m. at midnight, but I don't want to buy online because I'm afraid of the size, I'm afraid of buying fakes, a lot of things I need to consider, but it's not that complicated. It's really just about 5 things. And the 5 things are information, good value, convenience, confidence, and pleasure. What does it really mean? Information could mean that you need to tell your customers about your brand. You need to provide very detailed description of your products. It could mean that you need to have a very good store assistant so you can communicate. Or it could also mean that you need to have a good connection from your e-commerce platforms with your social networks. So what does good value mean? It's not necessarily cheaper. It could be that they are buying something that they cannot get from somewhere else.